In class 12, accountancy, we are on the chapter ratio analysis and already we completed the meaning, importance, limitations, categories of ratios as well as we already completed current ratio, liquid ratio, that is under liquidity head, and already we completed activity ratios. Activity ratios means inventory turnover ratios or debtors turnover ratio, which is known as TR, trade receivable turnover ratio, as well as we already completed TP, trade payable turnover ratio. My dear students, today I am going to explain you solvency ratios. Solvency ratios are calculated to know the long-term financial position. So our today's topic is solvency ratios. Solvency ratios are calculated to know the long-term financial position and the ability of a firm to repay its debts. Debts means debentures and long-term loans. And equity means equity share, preference share, reserves and surplus. Shareholders fund, you can say. So equity and debt. So the first ratio which we calculate here is DER, debt equity ratio, and the ratio is, formula is debt upon equity. The first formula is debt equity ratio and the formula is debt upon equity. If that question will come in theory, you can write debt equity ratio shows the relationship between debt and equity. Debt means long-term loans and debentures, and equity means ES plus PS plus reserves and surplus. Now the next ratio. It is easy to learn. How to learn? Debt upon equity. Debt upon equity. Now the next ratio is trade total asset turnover ratio. So the formula again total asset upon debt. Everything given in the formula total asset debt ratio. So formula is total asset upon debt. Total asset upon debt. See that how to write. A, total asset. D means debt. So if that question will come in theory, you can write the answer. Total asset to debt ratio shows the relationship between total asset and debt. Total asset of the organization means sum of current asset and non-current asset. Okay, so total asset of the firm upon debt. Debt means long-term loans and debentures. Debt means no, debtors means no, here we cannot say debtors mean debt. No, here debt means debentures. We can explain it to debt means long-term loans and debentures which are called debt of the organization. So it's easy to learn. The formula is TADR means total asset to debt. Total asset means sum of current asset and non-current asset. Please note down. Now the third ratio is PR. PR means proprietary ratio. That ratio we can calculate by two ways. First is equity upon total asset, or if we want to get the answer in percentage, that can be multiplied by 2. Now I am going to give you a very easy way to learn. See here, this formula is the combination of these two. See how debt, debit, debt, credit cancel and equity upon total asset. So we can say proprietary ratio is the combination of these two. And it shows the relationship between equity and total asset. Ratio of equity in the part as total asset. So that is proprietary ratio. And the last is interest coverage ratio. ICR. Interest coverage ratio. ICR, interest coverage ratio. The formula is net profit before interest and tax. NPPIT. Net profit before interest and tax upon fixed interest charges. Fixed interest charges. Now I am going to tell you, see my dear children, learn the formulas, because when you learn the formula in the exam, you will write the formula on every calculation, you will get the marks. And this type of questions will come in a very easy language, just you have to put the formula. If you are using wrong formula, then you will not get the marks even for doing the calculation. So in ratio analysis chapter, I always suggest the students learn the formula. First thing. Second thing, under the solvency ratio, for you, only these four ratios will be included. See, in previous classes or in previous years sample papers also, you will get variety of ratios. Even in few books, near about 8 solvency ratios are given. But be careful, you have only these 4 in your course. Only these 4 you will get. Okay, so don't think I am teaching you less. I am teaching you the portion whichever is according to CBSE syllabus. Okay, note down. Now, one by one, maybe that question will come in theory. DER, debt equity ratio, debt upon equity. Second, TADR, total asset to debt ratio. Ratio is total asset upon debt. Third, PR, proprietary ratio. The proprietary ratio is equity upon total asset. And last is ICR. Please note down, ICR means interest coverage ratio. Formula is NPBIT upon fixed interest charges. Now we are going to do a numerical in which you will get all the points of view. Okay? Yes, please. This is the question. We will do it. Note down the question. In one question, we will get the complete detail. NCA. NCA means non-current asset. That is 3,80,000. Then CA, current asset. That is 2,20,000. 2,20,000. Share capital 2 lakh. Share capital 3,60,000. Share capital 3,60,000. Or we can say equity 3,60,000. Next, 10% debentures. 10% debentures is of rupees 1,20,000. And last is NPBIT. Is equals to 90,000. See, I am going to explain you this one. NCA means non-current asset, which is fixed asset like land and building, plant and machine, furniture. Current assets in the exam maybe that is given separately. Current asset means inventory, trade receivables, cash, bank deposits, etc. So current asset. Now share capital, or in place of share capital they can give you that equity. So share capital means equity. Now what to do? See, these two combinedly known as, please tell me, combinedly known as total asset. Total asset. Clear? Share capital is known as equity. 10% debentures known as debt. This is NPBIT. Now, see, before starting the question, you should calculate two things. What are the two things we have to calculate? First is total asset and second is fixed interest charges. Okay, then it will be easy for us to move on. First of all, total assets is equals to per you can write. Total asset is equals to CA plus NCA. 2,20,000 plus 3,80,000. That is 6 lakh. Yes, got it? Any doubt? First we calculate total asset because we require here and here. We have to require it at two places, so first we calculate total asset. And second thing we have to calculate fixed interest charges. How to calculate? See, when I taught you debentures, in that chapter I told you that 10% is the rate of interest. That this is the name of the debenture, that is rate of interest. This is fixed, pre-decided and prefixed with the every debenture. So here 10% debenture means 10% rate of interest. So first we calculate, this is our first working note, this is our second working note. Interest is equals to 10% of 1,20,000. So that is 12,000. Shall I explain you again why I calculate these two things prior? Because total asset we required in various formulas and interest. See, 10% interest, 10% means 10% rate of interest, and on debenture means 1,20,000. Clear? Now, children, come with me and we will do the question. Don't copy it. Look at the board, then you will be able to understand. Debt equity ratio is equals to debt upon equity. See, my dear children, debt is 1,20,000, equity 3,60,000. So here 1,20,000 upon 3,60,000. Agree? No problem. What we have to do? Just put the value in the formula. Now we cut the zeros first. So that is 12 upon 36, 1 upon 3, or 1 is to 3. Clear? Any doubt? Yes, please. Do you have any doubt in this point? Or we can bring that in lowest term also. 0.33:1. Both are the correct. Now, total asset upon debt. The formula is total asset to debt ratio. Total assets 6 lakh, debt 1,20,000. Total asset 6 lakh, debt. What is the value of debt in the question? 1,20,000. We cut the zeros, then will be 60 upon 12 is equals to 5:1. Clear? Any doubt? You first remove the zeros, then it will be easy for you. So this is 60, or we can write it this way, 0.3. Because generally we show the next ratio is to 1. Now the next is proprietary ratio. My dear children, how to calculate proprietary ratio? Put the value in the formula. Equity upon total asset. Tell me what is the value of equity? 3,60,000. What is the value of total asset? 6 lakh. Everything given in the question, but we have to use it in the formula. So equity is 3,60,000 and total asset is 6 lakh. Now remove the zeros. 36 upon 60, and that will be 0.6:1. 0.6:1. Clear? Anyone has any doubt? Just put the formula. Now last is ICR, interest coverage ratio, and the formula is NPBIT, net profit before interest and tax upon fixed interest charges. See, my dear children, NPBIT is 90,000 and fixed interest charges is 12,000. Remove the zeros. 90 upon 12. 90 upon 12. You will get the answer now. And you will get the answer of interest coverage ratio is 8 times. See, when we divide 8, that is 7.5. So in this type of questions, you will see the debt equity ratio, total asset to debt ratio and proprietary ratio. We will show the answer in is to ratios. But for interest coverage ratio, we have to give the answer in times. Okay? Like activity ratios or turnover ratios, we show the answer in times, like inventory turnover ratio, trade receivable turnover ratio, trade payable turnover ratio, working capital to turnover ratio. Those answers we gave in the previous videos, you can see in times. But here in solvency ratios, other three ratios are in is to, and interest coverage ratio will be in times. This is the rule. Okay, now copy it. This is the question in which we will calculate all the four ratios. In exam, half marks for ratios allotted. Formula. So please put the formula at everywhere possible. Note down. These are the answers. Debt equity ratio, debt upon equity, debt R of 120, equity R of 360, 12 upon 36. First remove the zeros. Then you will get the answers in an easy way. TADR, total asset to debt ratio, 6 lakh upon 1 lakh 20,000. No problem. First see debentures value given here in the question. Debt means debentures, long-term loans and provisions. Long-term. Debt means long-term. And see, my dear children, one more thing I want to say. All ratios are higher greater, but debt equity ratio should be lower. That is better indicator of an organization. If the debt equity ratio is lower, it means the company is having less amount of debt, less amount of loans. Okay. Now proprietary ratio formula is equity upon total asset. That is the combination of these two. So when we cut, that is 0.6:1. These three ratios are in is to. And last is interest coverage ratio, NPBIT upon fixed interest charges, NPBIT given in the question. Net profit before interest and tax upon fixed interest charges. See, 10% debentures means that 10% is fixed interest charges. So that is 12,000, 90 upon 12. We remove the zero. But be careful, don't give the ICR in H2. That is always in times. It is in time. Note down, please. Now I am giving you one question for practice. Please note down. Please note down. Then you will be able to do in detail. 12% debentures. 12% debentures, 50,000. 10% long-term loans, 1,50,000. So these two are, be careful, these two are debt, combinedly debt. And the rate of interest also given. In this question, only one debt is given, but the question which I am giving you, that will be 2. Okay? So when you calculate interest, that will be added. Next, equity 6 lakh. Equity 6 lakh. Total asset given directly 10 lakh 80,000. And NPBIT, net profit before interest and tax, 1,47,000. Now please note down the answers. So you will be able to check your own answer, and if that answer will not be same as you, then tomorrow we will discuss it. Please note down debt equity ratio 0.33:1. Proprietary ratio 0.55:1. ICR 7 times. PADR 5.4:1. Okay, so do that question. If you have any problem, tomorrow we will discuss it again.